Hey, yo, everybody! Welcome back to another guide brought by your favorite tag team, Roxanne and me, Lestian. This time we will be looking at the brand new unit, Charlotte. So get comfortable and enjoy our guide for this unit. As an overall view, she is a melee syndicate unit with low attack, super high HP, and great utility. A mega survivable tank who gets more and more devastating the longer the game goes on for. Is Ability 1. Before attack summons Charlotte's bear behind self. This ability summons the bear, which is a model type unit. This means the bear cannot attack or be the target of various abilities. The bear performs as follows. A start of the turn gives attack to allies for every charge. Charlotte attacks, stuns a random enemy, and triggers for every charge. But what's a charge and how do I get them? Well, this is where ability 2 of Charlotte comes in play. When she attacks, adds 1 charge to Charlotte's bear. Each attack of Charlotte adds a charge to the bear. Multi-attack also works here, so more attacks equal more charges. This is where Charlotte gets more dangerous the longer she is in play. Each attack charges the bear, and each charge of the bear is another unit stun, along more attack bonus being granted the following turn. And for some reason, the first attack of Charlotte, when she is summoned, can stun 2 units instead of 1. It's also worth noting that multiple Charlottes in play, friendly obviously, add a charge to all birds in play, meaning 2 Charlotte is devastating for your opponent. And if the bear is killed and Charlotte has a space free behind her, then the bear will come back on her attack. If Charlotte is killed, then the bear will no longer stun enemies as Charlotte isn't around to attack, but will keep granting the attack bonus per charge. Ability 3. End of turn gives health to allies, including self. Very simple one here. Just a nice big health bonus to all units, including self plus the bear every turn. This at top level means that Charlotte will finish her very first turn on 2902 health, which is way higher than anything else we have in the game right now. Ultimate ability. Charlotte's bear enters the line, gains immunity for 1 turn. This will generally only triggers once, as the bear usually survives long enough to keep getting Charlotte's HP buff and won't generally be killed before she is, but this makes Charlotte immune for that turn she summons the bear. It's worth nothing that a second Charlotte coming into play will summon a bear and make all other Charlottes immune because of this. Combos. In my opinion, Wanda is the best commander to play with Charlotte at the moment, because she can not only stun enemies when attack the commander, but can also help you clean the board from all those stunned enemy units on the field. I think we all agree that Omega is the best synergy that Charlotte has up to the moment. Since she has been buffed, she now sits at arguably one of the best all-around units in Lyssa, and she works so well with Charlotte. More stun from Charlotte equals more commander HP from Omega. To continue with the Perma Stun comp, you can also use Morana, but she can stun a lot of enemies on spawn. And don't worry, you can also use Morana if you don't have the skin. Actually, it works way better, because this will mean you can also buff your Charlotte with Morana's skill. You can also use Arachne to help you keep your enemies stunned, thanks to her second ability. This will help you especially if the enemy uses Mitsuki or Beck on the very first turns, since obviously your Charlotte won't have enough charges to stun every single one of them. And since the enemy will mostly use immune units after you summon your Charlotte, this will help to stack your multiple attack also. So, a win-win situation here. Same reason as Arachne, the ring can also help you to keep the enemies stunned longer. We go with ultimate. Not only can stun some enemies in her line, but will help you deal damage to the enemy commander even if all the field is full. Maybe stun. Because you will have a lot of enemy units wounded and stunned, Kirsten can shine here a bit more, because she will also give a health buff for each wounded enemy, giving your units a very high HP. Yes, the obvious combo Corbin also works with Charlotte. Multi-attack. Any unit given Charlotte multi-attack is going to double down the stun from the double bear charges. Each turn and lock the game down even faster. Spawners. Basically, any unit that spawns other unit can benefit from Charlotte, as she buffs both attack and HP, making more effective units out of them. Suppression and Transform. Charlotte, despite that huge health pool, doesn't have immunity or Tora's special immunity to these effects, meaning she will be shut down if an enemy suppresses her after her immune skill from her ultimate runs out. However, since the bear is a model that cannot be suppressed, even a suppressed Charlotte count as, well, Charlotte per se. So the bear will continue to stun enemies per charge when she attacks. It just won't get new charges. Agility. Charlotte will summon her bear before she attacks, but for the charge to be added, she must land an attack. This means that missing an attack due to ability opponent or being blinded by Kitty, she won't add a charge and no stuns will happen. Morana placed in front of Charlotte will stun her, assuming ultimate is not present, of course. But then once Charlotte hits back, her low damage will barely scratch Morana, and her big HP will be set to 1, making her an easy pick right after. By maxing out relationship level, you will get plus 50 attack and plus 462 health at GM League. Final thoughts. Thing is, with Charlotte, you will have to choose if you want to use her ultimate or not. Cause yes, immune can help you survive some situations, such as back transformation, suppression, or GS second skill, at least for one turn, and can also be triggered more than once. But this also means you will not be able to get even your own buff. So, analyze your matches that if you will really need the ultimate. Charlotte has so much HP, the point where nothing is realistically healing her in the opponent's following up turn. That means she gets more HP at the end of hers, and you can see how she becomes the second most survivable unit in Lyssa, second only to Tora. The stun utility is honestly amazing, because she's almost always around for at least a few turns. You can buy so much time using Charlotte to lock down the battlefield. And when your opponent finally does get rid of her, she's given out so many attack and HP bonuses that it's usually given a massive advantage before she's killed anyway. I will 100 recommend Charlotte for any squad. She's definitely one of the strongest units in Lyssa right now and can fit into any squad with no real synergy needed. She's effective on the turn she's in play, can be played responsibly to an enemy unit, and she's also more dangerous the longer she's left in the play building those charges. With all that said, let's have some matches! that's it for today's video. Leave a like if you want, and comment if you find out any other combo or questions you may have. See you next time. Bye!